Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your Scroll Edition Oracle. This is a sacred unfolding from your soul's blueprint, offering insight into what is written for you in this season and what truths are weaving themselves into your life story. And at the end of the reading, I have a special channel message from the scrolls, especially for you. Now, let's find out, Capricorn, what is unfolding when it comes to your soul's blueprint. And this is for Capricorn and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, we're in this place of being aligned with more compassion, more understanding, and possibly feeling safe to feel your sensitive side. Not saying that you don't, but I do feel that there's heightened sensitivities that is unfolding here. So there's a deeper understanding about what's really going on. And let's find a little bit more about this too, because I feel for some of you Capricorns, take it if it resonates, there may be clearing up misunderstandings here, especially with important relationships. So let's see a little bit more about this understanding for Capricorn. The Hangman. Okay, do I have these upside down? I don't, but this came out in reverse, which is a good thing. Yes, you're coming out of a period where it took some time, perhaps, to be enlightened about a situation, a person, or to reevaluate or refine your beliefs, your value systems. And I also see where we're having a deeper understanding of why everything had to happen the way it had, the way that it did. You know, this Hangman is an indication of having to go through a period of a rebirth here. This isn't really done by choice, it's just done by experiences. And here we're open. So there's this whole thing of embracing some type of new understanding about your abilities, your capabilities, and perhaps, yes, with someone too. Understanding who and what you may really want now and into the future. Now, if it's not a person, you're experiencing some type of enhancement when it comes to feeling a little bit more supernatural because you're really utilizing a focus and intention and determination to summon what it is that you want. But there is something also about a point of power, being in the present moment, because what I see with both this, or excuse me, with all three of these cards, is that we're in a place where we're no longer wishy-washy. We're in the present moment at this moment. And when you have that, you are able to capture what opportunities are really available for you. So you're witnessing some type of supernatural ability. That's what it feels like, okay? That's what it may seem like to you. But this is just you understanding more about how powerful you truly are. And again, I do feel that we're coming into more of some type of understanding with someone too. Now, if it's not happening right now, I see that you're ready and available to open up to a wider perspective, a wider understanding. Let's see what else is unfolding for you, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. We're in this place of taking a risk that's worth it. And you know, the energy of this risk though is more of being spontaneous, excitement, unburden, because you have come out of a period where, you know, it took a while to gain perspective, right? And so Here we are. We're finally coming out with a new sense of insight. And now we're in this place of embracing possibilities, embracing being open, embracing something new. Let's see. For some of you, you might be taking a risk on, if it's not a business opportunity, maybe some type of love opportunity here. Let's get more with the risk. I feel there's something about divine wine here. I don't know. I'm getting, and so to me, there's like this message about things just like wine, you know, they say becomes better with time. Divine wine here. Okay, we got the moon. There is something of a mystery here. Now, you're taking a risk, but this might be actually solving a mystery for you. The other thing that I see is you're not really caring about the mystery. You're able to navigate yourself in a way of, in a way that you feel far more confident and assured here. And I feel that you will be taking a risk on some type of opportunity, a resource, or a person here. Because it's going to pull you into a place of something that your soul is already ready for. It's been preparing for like this moment, for liftoff. Okay, the other thing that I see is your soul is unburdened. Oh, that's a good place to be here. I mean, for the most part, it's unburdened here. Yeah, Spirit is saying burdens become blueprints for mastery. Also, Spirit recognizes your loyalty to some type of purpose. What else? Oh, gosh. Simplifying your life. Okay, what in the world is going on with this one? Let's get a little bit more. This one is like jumping around here. Perhaps maybe for some of you, just take it if it resonates. If you're feeling a little like distracted, you may need to just maybe clean up, organize, get rid of things. Simplifying your life too. We're making room to be far more spontaneous and adventurous. So that's exactly what I see. You're doing some type of clean sweep. An unburdened soul. I feel there's more going on with this simplifying your life. You might find some hidden treasures here too as you're simplifying. Yep, being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. Now, I just can't help but see the risk card where you're in the flow of the universe. In fact, think of the magician. We're lined up with the universe. We have everything that we need because we know we are backed by a higher power, a higher force, more creative juices going on here. And here you are in the flow. This is mastery, right? In the flow. And even notice the moon card. We're in the flow of something maybe tied in with dreams, premonition, prophecy here. So yes, you're simplifying more and more. Finding your flow, your current. And Spirit is saying you will soon recognize, if not, that nothing has been withheld from you. So take that how it resonates. Flying free. Wow, look at all this thing. Oh, goodness. Look at all this about freedom here. I unfurl my wings and fly. Okay, I've got to bring this up because, and hang on, because I feel like I'm about to cough or something. I apologize about that. Let me take a sip of water here. I unfurl my wings and fly. Look at the wrist card. You're learning, you're not learning, you're ready to fly with your wings. We're talking about the hangman here with the rebirth card. getting your wings, knowing you have wings. Maybe some of you, you don't realize you have wings, but you're going to realize it now. Look at this. Something is setting sail here. Your soul is just really evolving in a place where you can't help but to continue to ascend. And I do feel that you would resonate with the last SOS reading too, Capricorn. Or no, was it the last? No. Well, yeah, you may resonate with that, but the last, there's a special reading that was published the day before yesterday, if you get this at the time that this is being published, okay? Now let's continue and see what else is unfolding for you. You are standing in a place of being really firm. Yeah, I just feel like you really have solidified something here. You've claimed something. I am noble, brave, strong. You're standing firm. Just like in The Magician. Something is about to mirror back to you your growth, if it's not already. So pay attention to that. That's exactly what I feel you're tuning into. Noticing things that are mirroring back your potential, your growth, your courage. What is Capricorn standing firm in? Also, there's some type of reputation upgrades through integrity here. And I do feel that you're resting more in a place of, this is what it is. You're standing in a more, okay, in a place of accomplishment. You're resting in accomplishment rather than striving. There could be something about a piece of property. Oh, look at this. Yeah, something that is a treasure here. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Now look at how majestic the magician is here, okay? Oh, there's something that is intertwined with you that is very beautiful. And know that this is Spirit's hand with you. So yes, you're in this place of embracing the majestic radiance within. I mean, if you notice too, look at that, all that yellow. So there's a lot of power coming from your core here. So I would say, expect, maybe an unexpected pick-me-up, momentum, drive. High Priestess of Air. Oh, we were just talking about this whole thing of realizing something, seeing with a new set of eyes, perhaps, right? Eyes that you're able to witness and attract what you want. High Priestess of Air has mastered some type of accomplishment when it comes to clarity, when it comes to going with the winds of change. We've mastered something here. Be proud of yourself. Let's get a little bit more about what's been refined here in the mind. And it's not just about the mind. This is a sharpening of perception, spiritual, or however you feel resonates with you, spiritual or gifted, personal type of enhancements here. And I feel what it is really being able to lock in and seeing what really is a true gem, right? An asset versus liability in life, soaring into joy, childlike wonder fills my life. And isn't this significant too, that this is the High Priestess of Air and you're in the air, enjoying some type of new way of believing, seeing, viewing things. And what I see is like, really, you're soaring like eagle spirit, seeing in the ability of how Spirit wants you to see things. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh, accepting differences too. Okay, now I feel like this differences is a good thing. Look at this, letting go. You might you may even absolutely be in this place of being indifferent. You know, I am picking up King or Queen of Swords energy coming through right now. And a lot of you have that in your chart, okay? But you might also be dealing with someone or have dealt with someone that would exude someone who may not give into a situation emotionally. They absolutely may remain detached, but the reason why I'm talking about that King or Queen of Swords too, about you, is that you're impartial to something, or you're accepting some type of differences by just remaining indifferent. You're letting it go. And you really are embracing a transformation. Look at this. We've got the butterfly spirit here, letting go of differences, right? Coming into being in a place of more understanding, maybe even also enjoying what makes you different and sets you apart and others, right? But still enjoying one another's company here in a different, more profound way, right? You can't make an apple into an orange. You can't make a black cat into a white cat. I mean, there's just differences, even though there may be some type of same baseline, right? We got cats, but there's differences with the cats. We got fruit, but there's differences with the fruit here. So this is giving you some type of new abilities is what I'm seeing. Wow, we're in a happy state. We're harmonizing or bringing more balance into our relationships. And I can see for many of you, there's something, involving an important relationship, soulmate, a love situation here, attracting a good person in your life. Water sign is coming through. My goodness, look at that. We're humans, right? But one's female, one's male. I mean, anyhow, it's these differences that makes us harmonize rather than maybe disharmonize, even though there are things where we just don't align with, but we can coexist. Let's see, what else for Capricorn? But we got some type of love that's unfolding here, understanding, that place of compassion. Your hope is being renewed. Something that you're noticing and aligned with is being revealed that's giving you more hope about the future. I also see something here regarding maybe your efforts in finances or your reputation or your work or business. You're in a place of feeling far more hopeful because something is stabilized here. You're also offering hope for another or others as well. And even in the dark, you notice how the moon energy came out, and I can't help but notice that black cat. It's like this is where that black cat can move in an inconspicuous way, and maybe that's what you're doing. But when the time comes to be revealed, just don't hold back, because I do see this moon, it's guiding you. It's following you through the darkness here. But this is what I'm seeing, this integration of the dark and the light where we love it both. And that's the place you want to be. So there is a merging, there's a synchronizing of energies, a pairing. High priestess of water, something is changed. Okay, something is, it's like it remains the same perhaps, but in a new form. Or what you had to let go of, or what maybe someone let go of you, or vice versa, it's coming in a different form. a new type of relationship here. Now, the High Priestess of Water is also in tune and mastering a sense of maybe shape-shifting. I'm kind of getting that with that cat and that hope card, the moon here. You know, allowing yourself to be in the flow of your emotions, of what's being reflected back. Okay, so let's get more about this High Priestess of Water, because I feel you're also aligned with or tuning in with someone that is also not only high quality, but they're tuned into a deeper aspect of themselves and things going on too. So let's get a little bit more about the High Priestess of Water and what's unfolding with this for you, Capricorn. I feel like this one, yeah, be brave and honest. I feel that you're really above an emotional situation or a person, okay? Because we're going to be in this place of allowing things to just be how they are, open and honest. And I do feel that you might have this conversation where, you know, you might find yourself being really proud of yourself because it is coming from a place of authenticity, because you're not holding something back. You're not holding, you know, some type of important emotions as well. Unleash the wild within. Oh, there's definitely a sense of shape-shifting here. Being brave and honest, trusting your path, trusting what's evolving for you more and more, because you've activated and have unleashed the wild within. So you're tuning into a path that is really yours. And oh my gosh, I've got the wolf spirit here too in the background. Oh my gosh, you got the she-wolf. Yeah, you're unleashing something that it's finally ready to soar. It's coming out. You've definitely released some type of restriction here. In some way, you've released some type of restriction and you're enjoying the release of it. You're also you're summoning something here. You're okay. You are summoning someone. Congratulations, success. Some of you might not feel a sense of completion or success if you don't take your time to enjoy it. Because for some of you, I feel there was a challenge with this card, but this says congratulations, success, mastery. Let's get a little bit more about this success, because it came out a little weird. So I want to get a little bit more. Belonging. Knowing that you belong, knowing you've completed an important part of your mission when it comes to being here right now in this moment, your life. But we are having success with feeling far more stable, grounded. Look at that. You're unleashing the wild within to really attract, because this is what you're doing if you don't have it yet, attracting who and what is authentically and genuinely yours here. So I would say, yes, you are having something going on with your own senses being heightened. Not only your sixth sense, but your other physical five senses, your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, all being heightened because something has already activated with you. And you can also sense what smells off. You're finding deeper meanings in different translations of things with you and the world around you. You found home. And I was seeing something about property here too with this firm thing where I'm seeing some houses there. Okay, what else is unfolding for Capricorn? Meditation. You're meditating more. You're in a place of being more poised. Remember at the beginning, I was really getting this whole thing where you're in the here and the now, practicing sacred boundaries as well, to give into meditation so that the mind doesn't wander, right? You might even be doing things just to ground your energy more. But this meditation is bringing you an alignment of just being at peace with yourself, your situation, your environment, resting. Remember, we were talking about something, what was it? Your rest and accomplishment rather than striving. And remember, burdens become blueprints for mastery. Ah, see, success, completion. Okay, you're getting a lot of the high priestess coming through. So yes, significant mastery so far in 3 major areas of your life, of your soul's unfolding here. A higher state of mastery and evolving with your emotional state. But not only that, it's about being able to adapt, to transition. Transmutation here. High priestess of air, clarity, thinking, perception. High priestess of spirit, translating what you're being downloaded with, what is being conveyed to you, what you're conveying out into the world as well. Sacred divine knowing. This is why there's this sense of being hidden, knowing you've been divinely hidden, and you're okay with that. Because somehow, some way, we're in this aligned with who and what is meant for us. What else? See your seeds grow, baby. Okay, now I just have to point this out because it landed on the high, or excuse me, not the high priestess. It landed on the magician. In this place where we're flying free, sandwiched between the flying free and the risk. Okay, now there may be something with the season of spring, or in the next season, start sowing your seeds, intentions. And not only intentions, you know, how we're thinking and acting that back that up too. Those are setting your seeds. But what's interesting too, Capricorn, is that before I was doing your reading, I was seeing these 7 of Pentacles in this deck. And now I know why. I mean, there's something about being able to finally rest and just seeing your seed, enjoying seeing things grow. Because you remember what I was saying to you is that you're going to start noticing relationships and things that mirror your growth. What else? And what I see is like you're seeing your seeds grow. We got the mastery of water, nurturing that with that water element, having, your spiritual senses in tune to know when to make the right moves, how to tend to these seeds, how to see it, how to take care of it, when to harvest. You're aligned with a harvest is what you're doing. You're unfolding into a harvest. You get to drop your shields. Look at that. You get to be in a place of feeling good about being vulnerable because you know your wings are there. So we're dropping our shields. We're feeling far more protected by the universe, by others. Wow, I told you, you're trusting in higher forces. You got the shaman card. So we have some type of connection with deep ancestral medicine with another and others here. And yes, you might be learning more about your own abilities and maybe coming into knowing someone too that could be a guide, a mentor here. But here you are trusting in higher forces, right? Bringing what you need without having to push and force it because you're in the flow. It's like you're fine. I feel like a lot of you may resonate with this, so just take it if it does. It's like you found this place where you're not having to push so much, and whatever has gone on has given you more confidence in a higher power here, so that you can release, so that you can give more into something else, right? Because you know something that you want, it's unfolding anyway. So now you have time to give into maybe more leisure, more pleasure, more choices. Okay. We got the black and white kitty. Now got the black and white wings here. Let's see what the choices entail here. We got that. Oh, self-worth. See, you're making healthy choices. You really have integrated or sharpened the polarities of the light and the dark. And here you are making choices that feel good, that feed your self-worth, not take it away or starve your self-worth. Embracing the majestic radiance. And we got this trapped card. Look at that. So we're moving away from that. Now, some of you, there may be something here that you might need to just kind of be on the lookout for, okay? Where we got choices, right? Because we had the self-worth come out and then the trapped card come out. And you can see that there's a vast difference here, right? We got this loving energy, or we got more of a restricting energy. Expansion or restriction. Freedom or punishment. But the thing that I see, and this is why I was picking up that King and Queen of Swords energy with you too, is the ability to discern wisely what is a trick and a trap in life versus what's going to give you more freedom. You're releasing the old. You're resting. Oh my goodness. See, this is all about getting to enjoy the harvest emerging. That's what you're getting to enjoy. We've got the season of autumn here too. So there may be something significant with the season of autumn, but that releasing, that place of regeneration, right? Because we do have to let go of old things or just old energies so that you can be in a state of rejuvenation, restoration for the next season. All right, now that is it for those Capricorn. Excuse me, but before we end the reading, let's find out what's a blessing that your soul has activated right now that you can look forward to. This Capricorn soul activated that Capricorn can look forward to. Listening. Oh my gosh. Wow. See, oh my gosh, it is. It's getting sharp. There's some kind of undeniable way of knowing whether or not something is going to be good for you. This is actually a blessing, a treasure, because this is saying that you're truly navigating in a way where you're listening to your inner compass, so that the things that you are attracting are true and lasting, not fleeting or disappointing, right? So you're listening to things, choices, yourself, and you're being divinely guided out of situations that can really, stagnate growth here. Okay, now before we end the reading, I do have your scroll channel message, Capricorn, and it's this. The mountain no longer feels steep. It's become a throne. Spirit reshapes responsibility into reward. A heritage of wisdom, wealth, and inner authority rises from all you've endured. I hope that this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.